In this video, I'm going to build ancient Egypt in Lego. From pyramids to the Sphinx to the Nile River, I chose 8 iconic parts of Egyptian civilization to build. So let's get started.
This is the base that I'm starting with.
Completely made out of Lego bricks, this base is twice the size of my Roman Empire build.
This thing is absolutely massive.
Egyptian civilization was built around the Nile River, so let's start with that. As you can see, I left a space here for the river, but this thing is so blocky it literally looks like Minecraft. So let's add some water, landscape, and plants to make it look like the real thing. I used transparent blue tiles for the water, then added details to the riverbank and covered it in plants. I made sure to make the area around the river super green and alive, because this is the only place that plants and animals can really thrive in the Egyptian climate. Speaking of animals, I populated the Nile with lots of crocodiles, birds, insects, a snake, and a Lego flamingo. Then I finished off the river with some palm trees. I also built a small fishing boat made of reeds. Fishing is an important part of Egyptian culture, and the Nile provides plenty of fish. Now all we need is a fisherman.
This is Seth.
Seth works on a farm, tending to animals and crops. He's low-key just a chill guy. Seth had a great morning of fishing, and now it's time to take care of the farm. But first, we have to build it. The farm is right next to the river, to make sure the crops don't dry up. The Egyptians dug trenches from the Nile into their farms to irrigate the crops when the Nile floods.
Make sure to stay till the end of the video when I simulate a flood with real water.
Hopefully the water will flow into the channels, just like in ancient times. But first, Seth has to plant the crops. For the crops, I added some wheat, grapes, olives, and other produce inside a protective fence. Oh my goodness, how did bro grow this? Seth also harvests some wheat with a scythe, another Egyptian invention. Then he feeds the livestock, including sheep, pigs, chickens, and a goat, and heads to the house for lunch. Time to build an Egyptian house. This house is owned by Seth's boss, Inez.
I bought a property in Egypt.
I built the Egyptian house with an angled wall and lots of authentic details. It is made of dried clay bricks and houses Inez and his family. Seth gets a separate small room to live in as well. The house features a rooftop terrace, clay oven, painted tile floor, and lots of other details. Inez and his family live comfortably here, but this is nothing compared to the fancy and ornate royal palace that I'm going to build later in the video.
This is a royal proclamation. The great and powerful pharaoh has summoned all young and able-bodied men to the royal palace.
Seth has never been to the palace, so this is his chance. On the way, Seth has to stop by the market to sell today's harvest for Inez. So let's build the market. I filled the market with all kinds of stalls and details. It is a busy place with people and products brought from all over. Before building the palace, another iconic Egyptian structure I want to build is an obelisk. Egyptians invented the first clocks, which were sundials. They built obelisks to cast shadows, that way they could tell the time. Obelisks have a really difficult shape to build in Lego, but I figured out a great looking design. The obelisk uses an illegal building technique, but don't tell anyone, because the Egyptians actually invented police too. Seth has finally reached the palace, so it's time for me to build it. I designed the palace with angled walls, a grand entrance, and rooftop balconies. This is actually the largest structure in the video so far. The Egyptian royal palace is large and ornate, with a courtyard, statues, and fancy golden details. The royal family lives a lavish life here and can address citizens from this balcony. Let's hear what the pharaoh has to say.
Attention, citizens. I have called you here today to begin building my father's tomb. He has ruled for many years and deserves a monument worthy of a great king. You will be paid in food and shelter. Why are you still here? Get going!
That's right, it's time to build the pyramid.
I'm so excited to build this huge pyramid. First, I built the tomb underneath, with sarcophaguses, mummies, and treasure galore.
In this video, I'm going to give this golden Egyptian treasure worth $10 million to one lucky winner.
After the entrance is sealed, Seth and the workers can start working on the pyramid. Even though we don't know exactly how the pyramids were built, we have some good guesses. The giant stone blocks may have been rolled on logs, or floated in canals and water elevators. Or maybe it was aliens. The most likely method was a large ramp that grew bigger as the pyramid did. Seth works to slide blocks up the ramp and into place one by one, and the structure grows taller and taller.
By the way, this is a really sped up process. The real pyramids obviously took years to build.
After the internal structure of stone blocks is complete, it is time to cover the outside with polished white marble. And the finishing touch is the golden capstone on top.
I did buy this pyramid set for the pieces, but I didn't build mine the same way because that would feel like cheating. My pyramid is bigger and steeper, and it has an actual interior.
Obviously, the final design is not minifigure scale, but it still looks awesome and towers over the rest of Egypt. And now it's almost time to fill the Nile with real water. But before I do that, I want to fill this last space with an awesome Egyptian sphinx. The ancient Egyptian sphinxes were lions with human heads, I think? LEGO has never made a realistic sphinx set before, so I guess it's up to me. To make the sphinx look like it's carved out of stone, I used curved and sloped pieces for the body, then designed a human head to go on top. I think the build for the sphinx turned out really good. It's one of the most unique things in the entire build, and that completes ancient Egypt. Now it's finally time to flood the river.
After 4 months of building, the time has come. The Nile River is way bigger than the aqueduct in Rome, so I don't know what's going to happen. Hopefully we'll have a successful flood and the water will flow straight into the canals. By the way, make sure to leave a comment below to vote on the next historical video, and let me know if I should build the Wild West, Stone Age, or the ancient Aztecs in LEGO next. Okay, here goes nothing. I'm so nervous. Okay, it's filling up. Yes, the water is filling up the river. We've got a Nile flood on our hands. Not too much leakage yet. Is it going in the canals? Almost, almost. More water, more water. Yes! Look at that. Oh my goodness. Yes! The canals are full of water. The farm is nice and irrigated. Oh, that's so cool. All right, I'm doing all the water. There we go. Look at that. That looks so cool. Oh, that's beautiful. All this work paid off. I cannot believe it.